Welcome back folks, I'm Purvis and this is Run4Adventure. You join me out on my last long run before the big race. So the race is on Monday the 22nd and it's actually the Wednesday before, so it is rapidly approaching. So this is the last big effort, the last big push, and then we're going to do lots of recovery and lots of relaxing, building closer to the race. We've come out on a new route today, so always exciting to get out on a new route that I haven't run before. And we're testing out some new carbon Z poles from Harrier Trail Running. So let's get these poles working and let's get hiking. So the route we're taking today, we started pretty early from the campsite, so it's still dark as I was heading out of town. There was a couple of miles of road to deal with, and the road section is actually the first couple of miles of the main UTMB race as you head out to the trails. And then from the campsite where we're staying, I could see this little hut or refuge to the left of LeBron, which we climbed up the other day. And I've never been up that way, so thought I'd head out, pick up the trails, see if I can find that refuge, and then with a bit of luck we should be able to come up round the back of LeBron, so get to the summit on a different route. That's hopefully, because I have no idea where I'm going, so fingers crossed. And if anybody knows me, they know my sense of direction is terrible, so we could end up anywhere. But yeah, different route today. Always exciting to run a different route, so let's see what we find. Hoping for another good sort of 1500 meters in the legs, and that will be a wrap on training. I can't believe how quick it's gone. The time in Chamonix has just flown by, you know. We got here and there was weeks and weeks to the race, and now it's only 5 days away. But stunning views to the left of me of Mont Blanc. We got good conditions today. I don't think it's going to be too warm. Bit of cloud cover, so it should be a really enjoyable run. So let's get stuck into this climb. Let's get to the top. $1,600 meters up, and we stumbled upon this lovely little picnic spot. So got some lovely tables and chairs, a little bit of shelter there as well. How cool is this? This is what I love about Chamonix. You know, you can be out here in the mountains and all of a sudden you stumble upon beautiful places like this. Amazing. All right, like I say, just under 1,700 feet. So we've got about another 1,700 feet to go. Onwards and upwards. We've just got to a fork in the trail and this is where we're heading, I think. So it's Refuge Belle Lachat. We're going into actually a nature reserve, so I didn't realise that, but yeah, heading up to the refuge. It's saying 2 hours 5 minutes. Hopefully we can get up there a bit quicker than that, and then once we're up there, hopefully we can pick up a path to LeBron and come over the back way, but we'll see how we get on. If not, we'll come back down this trail, no problems. But yeah, heading into a nature reserve. Awesome. See what we can see. So loving this way up so far. We got all these lovely little sort of wooden staircases put in for us. Let's get up here, and we've got some pretty sort of exposed ridges to go along as well. So you can see as we make our way along here, you know, you have to have your wits about you because you don't want to end up down there. There's that mega view again. Wow. But yeah, so lots of little staircases and little sort of edges and ridges to run, so keeps it really interesting and always more of an adventure when it's a route that you haven't trodden on before. So seeing new things as we go. We've got to go steady. I think we're going up over there, so this could get interesting. I said at the beginning of the run, we are testing, oh steady, wait a minute. We are testing out Harrier Trail's new Havellon carbon Z poles. I've used their poles before, but these are their first ever fixed length poles. So you obviously have to check out the measurements for all your height and get the right length of pole, because there's no adjustment. So I tend to run with a 125cm pole. The way to test it is, if you put your pole down on the ground, you want to have a sort of right angle at your elbow. That means you can get the right sort of power through the pole. But so far so good. We've climbed 3,000 feet with them and they feel awesome. Really comfortable, contoured sort of hand grips there, really soft wrist strap, super lightweight. I think they're actually lighter than the Salomon poles that I usually use, and they got some really nice attention to detail as well. And I actually think it's probably the best Harrier product I've ever tested. Just real good quality all round. And they look super cool with this sort of green carbon weaving as well. But yeah, we're almost up at the refuge. We'll get up there, we'll stop, have a little bit to drink, a little bit to eat, and then hopefully we can find our way to LeBron. But let me just change hands, because this side is a lot more spectacular. How about that? Wow. Oh dear. I don't think you can ever get bored of that. And you probably realise that by all my videos about how I keep going on about it, but it is mega. There you go, I've made it up to the refuge at 2,100 metres. A gorgeous little wooden refuge, what a place to stay. And that is the view from the balcony of the refuge. Waking up to that in the morning would be pretty mega, and I think we might have to come up this trail one day and maybe stay at the refuge. It'd be a great night, that's for sure. So we are now heading back up, and I've seen a sign up here to LeBron, so can't quite believe it. We've found the refuge without getting lost, and I found the way to LeBron. So once we get there, I know the way home. So let's push on, get up to 2,500 metres, and then we'll be bombing back down to Chamonix. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to point out the best camping spot in the world. Look at them guys camping down there. Again, that's their view as they stick their head out of their tent in the morning. What a mega place to camp. Amazing. So just heard what sounded like a big crack of thunder coming from over Mont Blanc way. You can see heavy clouds on the top. I think there's a storm, so it was either thunder or an avalanche. I'm glad to say the storm's over this side, and this side is nice and sunny and clear, but it really does put it into context how tiny we are when we're in the mountains. That was pretty terrifying, to be honest, and it made me definitely speed up when I was hiking. Wow, look. Couple of little mountain goats. They look beautiful. You've got to love the mountains for moments like this. Can't believe how close they are. And they're not, they seem pretty timid. They're not running away or rushing away. They must see a lot of people, but look at this. Look how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. Right, we'll move on and leave them in peace. And I know it's quite famous for sightings up this route, and I've seen glimpses of them before, but never that close. I mean, they came right up. Amazing. definitely a treat to see things like that out in nature. There she blows. So there's LeBron, where we came up to the other day, and we are in this incredible 360 panoramic view, which is absolutely mind-boggling. Wow, just wow, wow, wow. Over the far side of LeBron, Mont Blanc in the distance. Just epic. I am speechless. Like I said, I've never come up this way. Wow. I have no idea where the trail goes, but I don't really care. I could just stand here for hours looking around, taking in the vistas. Wow, so lucky. So lucky to be out here, so lucky to have the health, the fitness to be able to get up in the mountains and check out all these places. Just awesome. Never take it for granted, that's for sure. Never take it for granted. Right, where am I going? So, tapping out for our last big summit of the training block. What an awesome morning on the trails. I think it has to be my favourite trail of the trip so far. But super chuffed with how the training block's gone. 5 days to go till race time. We're going to rest and recuperate now, but a great trail to finish the block off with. We are heading down, so like I was saying, that's the last big summit of the trip. I was going through my training the other day. After that summit, we'll have done over 30,000 feet of elevation. So over 10,000 meters, which is awesome over the last sort of 10 days. And funny enough, it's very similar to the elevation we got in the race. So the race is 140k and we got 9,100 meters. So this has been an awesome training block. Perfect preparation for the race. Whenever you come out here and do this type of training, it's always walking a fine line. And I'm not going to tempt fate yet because I'm not down, but you know, all you got to do is tweak an ankle, fall over, pull something, rupture something, and you're knackered and the race is over. So it is a real juggling act and a fine line, and I think we've just about managed to pull it off. Really lovely to get out in the mountains and clear my head today. Myself and Liga had a super busy day yesterday getting videos ready. It was proper panic stations, rushing to get the edit finished, but then we couldn't find signal to upload it and it all got a bit stressful, but we got it done and we got it up on time. So really hope you enjoyed the previous episode in this sort of training series for TDS. But yeah, nice to get out and just clear my head a bit. Busy day ahead, more editing, finishing some videos off coming up on the channel soon. Plus we got to do all the sort of daily chores when you're away traveling, so washing, cleaning the van out, things like that, all the boring stuff. But I'm sure we'll still manage to get out and maybe have some lunch and go for a walk around town, grab a good coffee, things like that. But anyway, gonna concentrate on this technical descent. We don't want any accidents, and I'll see you guys back in Chamonix. So by the powers of YouTube, we have made it back into the valley, and no trips, no rolled ankles, no accidents or anything like that to report. So that is the end of a very successful training block. it's now time for recovery. So I'm going to take it easy, put my feet up, eat well, drink well, lots of stretching, lots of rolling, get the massage going and get those legs nice and loose again. There'll be no more elevation. We'll save that for the race. We might get out on a couple of steady little runs around town by the river with Liga. And speaking of steady runs, if you're in town before Monday, we are doing a little shakeout run. So we're going to be meeting at the iconic start and finish arch at 9 o'clock Monday morning. It'd be great to meet up with a lot of your the viewers of the channel. Come along, have a chat. We can go for a little run. It's only going to be steady along by the river out of town, sort of 3-4 miles, no more than that. And then maybe we will finish with a nice tasty coffee at Moody's and even maybe a slice of cake. But it'd be great to meet up with some of you guys. It'd be great to put a few faces to names. So if you want to come along, please feel free. 9 AM Monday morning. And we'll also be giving away a very exclusive Chamonix Run4Adventure bumper sticker if you come along. So it's definitely worth the trip. But yeah, hopefully catch up with some of you guys on Monday morning. We've got some of the other crew heading out on Saturday. So we've got Steve White, John James, Richard Erdle and Andy Dukes are going to be hooking up. It's going to be great to catch up with them in town. And then on Sunday we've got the rest of the team. So we've got Rob and Luke, and it's their first experience of UTMB. So I'm sure it is going to blow their minds. We got one more episode in this short series, and that's going to be where I go into my kit that I'm using for the race in detail, and we're going to reveal my race day shoe finally. I think I've been making you wait long enough. I'm pretty sure most of you realise what it's going to be anyway. It's not really the best kept secret in the world. But for now guys, thanks for watching, thanks for all the support you're giving the channel while we're out here in Chamonix. It's really appreciated, and as always, stay safe and keep on running. Oh yeah, and quickly, I forgot to mention, the arch is going up. How cool is that? Now it's getting really exciting, and we've got a new arch because Hoka is sponsoring the race. Bring on the TDS.